Judge, what's going on, baby? How are you doing? What's going on, folks? How's everybody doing today? Terry, what's going on, baby? How are you, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Drunken Chef, what's happening? Hope everybody's having a great week. Almost the weekend. Almost the weekend. Judge, man, I don't complain about the rain, especially here in Texas, because when it decides to stop, it can go for extended periods. I'm fortunate in that we've got a pretty large covered area, man, and uh, outside of serious wind, nothing stops me from firing up one of the pits. Brian, what's happening, man? How you doing? Yeah, I've got Grumpus, my man. I've been using it, but each time I use it, you never show up on the stream. So here's to you, baby. All right, so I'm rocking the Grumpus koozie tonight. Here is to you. Another 30 seconds or so, folks, and we'll get this thing going hot. Great to see everybody this evening, man. Great to see everybody this evening. Brian, what's going on? Troy, my man, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, folks, we're gonna get this show on the road, man. Once again, welcome to another episode with Mom and Papa Joe. We appreciate you guys and gals stopping in for the next hour or so, however long this lasts. Brian, these are shirts, man, that Mama kind of picked out. They're off the racks, and sometimes we'll get our shirts from Academy Sports. Other time we might see a nice shirt at some places simple as a Walmart or wherever the case might be. So we're not very fancy. Now I do love the game guard shirts, but man, they can get expensive. And our logo has got some colors in it. And when we decide to get the logo embroidered, it can get a little pricey. But we've got enough of these shirts that I don't plan on growing out of them. So I don't see us getting a whole lot more unless we really decide to swag out. Chris, what's happening, baby? How are you doing? Jorge, what's happening, buddy? Good to see you this evening, man. All right, we've got some Columbia as well, Brian. I love them. I love that soft flowing material, that breathable material. So yes, we've got a few of those as well. Panchuco, what is happening? So today, folks, we just want to talk this evening a little bit about thinking outside the box. I'm sure some of you have seen the promo already. We're talking about thinking outside the box in terms of cooking, whether that be on the stove, in the kitchen, or outside on one of your grills. I am a huge believer, man. Uh, I don't. I'm not. I've never been a trend follower, so to speak. I've always kind of uh, went my own way. When most people are going left, I'm going right, vice versa. I've never been one to follow the trends, and that has served us well in terms of our competition. But I am also a fan of that at home. So the main question I'm asking tonight, man, you guys let me know. Are you a fan of experimenting, thinking outside the box, doing things in non-traditional ways when it comes to cooking? What are some things you might be doing that you're willing to share? If you're a comp cook, I'm not asking you for any secrets or anything because I'm definitely not going to put those types of things out there. But what are you doing in the backyard, man? That somebody might think, "Wow, that's different. I never thought about that in barbecue." Are you using some sort of some ingredients that are not traditionally a part of barbecue? And what has led me to this topic today, and folks, we'll let this conversation take us wherever it takes us. We might get off track. But what has led me to this conversation or this topic today is the video that we dropped on Tuesday. And I've been thinking about this some time now. And I will tell you that the idea for this type of a marinade or a mop or a sauce, whatever you want to call it, because man, I really think the sauce that I created, the mop that I created, is kind of an all-purpose. You could probably tweak it in different ways based on the particular meat you might be cooking at that time. But man, it is an absolutely delicious sauce. And the idea first came to me when I started thinking about cooking a whole uh, a whole goat. I want to do a whole goat. I don't know what are they, goat, lamb, whatever, one of the small ones, one of the young ones. And I really thought about a good savory uh, olive oil and wine based sop mop that I wanted to do. So I kind of tweaked it a little bit for this chicken out of the blue, man. And wow, wow, wow. We ate the leftovers yesterday, and Mom and I were we were we were almost throwing dice to see who would get the last piece that was there. All right, let me go through real quick before we hit that, man. Panchuco, welcome. Darnell is here pretty early today. Great to see you, Darnell. How you doing, buddy? Scotty's. Scotty did a reverse sear smash burger. All right, that's thinking outside the box. Definitely something different. And we're gonna get into that a little bit, Scotty. Let's see who else we got. Don't want to leave anybody behind. Buzz Barbecue Company. Great to see you this evening, man. Scotty, so I would think that a reverse sear smash burger is going to be a thicker burger as opposed to uh, one of the thin smash burgers that we tend to see. If you're going to reverse sear it, I don't know how well a thin burger is going to take to smoking. Uh, it's not impossible, but I think a thicker burger would probably take better to smoking and then reverse searing as opposed to a thin burger. So as we go back to that marinade, man, and again I'm going to call it different things because I really think that it serves so many different purposes. If you haven't had a chance yet to watch that video to see what that marinade, what that mop, that sauce was all about, you need to check it out. And again, it wasn't ingredient heavy. There weren't specific amounts. It was pretty much all to taste. If you're a fan of garlic, you can put more garlic in there. If you're a fan of rosemary, more rosemary, whatever the case might be. So there weren't any exact amounts. Stuffed jalapeno tri-tip tacos. Stuffed jalapeno tri-tip tacos. Wow. Now that is something out of the ordinary, drunken chef. So you stuff an jalapeno And then do you put that in a taco? So you stuff an jalapeno with tri-tip, and then you put that in a taco? You're gonna have to explain that just a little more. Stuffed jalapeno tri-tip tacos. I love the idea, and I can see it tasting delicious, but I am not sure. Or maybe you stuff the jalapeno with tri-tip, you slice it up, and then put it in a taco. What could that be? Yeah, mama will tell you. Uh, and I think where this mop sauce really was kicked up a notch was with that sweet rice, cooking rice wine, that Asian rice wine. And I'm telling you, that Asian rice wine, man, has got something like it's got like fish sauce and other umami adding ingredients to it that really kicks up. So if you're using a recipe, man, that calls for honey or agave or something sweet along those natures, uh, you could do that flip and really kick things up a notch. I'm here to tell you that sweet rice, that sweet cooking rice wine is like 12% alcohol, like 12% alcohol. So man, it really brings a whole lot to the party. All right, drunken chef says he stuffs it with tri-tips, and yes, he's got a video on it. All right, I will have to take a look at that one, man. I will have to take a look at that one. All right, I don't want to leave anybody out. All right, Scotty says with those burgers, he left them in balls. Okay, sweet. All right, so they could have been thin, but being in a ball would really protect them as they get that smoke. He left them in balls, smoked them till they hit 110, and then smashed them on a flat top. I can see that, Scotty. Yeah, I can definitely see that working. Something to keep in the memory bank. Yeah, something to keep in the memory bank. Starving Pig says 6 ounce burger, at least six ounce burgers to bring it to a third of a pound. I like that third pound burger, man. That's a perfect size for me. Yeah, that is the perfect size. What's happening, Smoking Joe? How are things going, man? All right, Troy said he experimented with the elevated grate on the slow and sear with ribs, vents wide open, running as hot as can be. All right, they get done in an hour. Wow. Wow. All right. Oh, I thought you were talking about. Oh, yeah, he did say ribs with ribs, and he can get them done in an hour. Wow. That is seriously fast. Yeah, that is definitely hot and fast, Troy. It's like a pork chop on the bone. Think it's more old school and out of the box. All right. I don't have a slow and sear, man. I do not have a slow and sear. I've seen them. And I guess I just been too cheap. I've been very happy with my old school smokinator. You've seen that on some of our videos. That's what I use. I've had that thing, I don't know, man, probably since 2010 or so. It's starting to warp a little bit, but man, it still gets the job done. So I don't know if I will ever buy a slow and sear, but I like the work that the slow and sears get done. Terry is doing wings dusted in taco seasoning and grilled. Wings dusted in taco seasoning and grilled. All right, all right. I like that idea. I will tell you what I did for dinner yesterday. That was kind of different for me. I had never done it before. Um, and man, like I said, I am always thinking differently. What can I try differently? I had two Cornish hens. I was actually going to do a video cooking some Cornish hens on the Traeger, but man, I got lazy and decided it wasn't going to be a video, and I ended up throwing the Cornish hens in a in the oven. But I put them on top of a bed of starches and veggies. I had some new potatoes. I had some uh, not cauliflower. What's that thing, Mama? What's the little? Oh my goodness! I had carrots, Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I had some Brussels sprouts, uh, and a few other things. Some onions, some bell peppers. I drizzle them with olive oil, and I season them with nor caldo de pollo, and that is like a beef, like a chicken bouillon, except it's in a powdered form. It's in a granulated form. Lots of great herbs and spices, man. Uh, and I season the Cornish hens with something totally different. And then I just set the Cornish hens on that bed of veggies that was seasoned up with that Nor Cala de Pollo, and had the drippings mixed in. Man, it really created a nice savory gravy and was very tasty. Again, something I had never done, and just something that I thought about out of the blue. Which man, recently I've been really, really into. Just trying different things, man. Just trying different things. John, what's happening, baby? Salt and pepper is in the house. Hope everybody's having a great week. Buzz, dude, I'm telling you, man, those tricolored sweet peppers, they're smaller, but man, I love them. I love them. I use them. I use them in a lot of different dishes. Now, I have never thought about stuffing them with pulled pork wrapped in bacon. Wow, I bet you that's great. I bet you that is absolutely delicious. Yeah, I would love to. I can see me doing something like that in the very near future. I can absolutely see that. Jorge, what is going on, man? Cherry Anchor is in the house. Great to see you, baby. Yeah, great to see you. Lance, welcome. Welcome. That's funny, Darnell. TPC, what's happening, buddy? How are you doing? Buzz, I was thinking of a stuffing yesterday. But again, like I said, man, when I got lazy, I was like, man, I'm not gonna stuff these. What I did end up doing was just throwing some couple of sprigs of rosemary, some thyme into the cavity. And man, it was delicious. But man, I would love to do a boudin type stuffing. I can see that happening. Yeah, I can see that happening. And man, I love Cornish hens. It's a fast cook, and they are very delicious. If you've never had Cornish hens, they're not gamey at all. They're just little chickens, man. I don't see any difference in terms of taste uh, uh, in comparison to a regular chicken. They're not gamey like maybe a wild bird or something along those lines. A quick cook, and man, based on how hungry you are, you could easily put away an entire Cornish hens. You can easily do that. 805, that canker man is I like it. I like it. I can see something like that on our deck. It gives you it's so versatile. It gives you options now for how you want to cook, what you want to cook. I'm a huge fan of rotisserie meats. I've never owned a rotisserie, so I could definitely see something like that, man. Wow, a rotisserie chicken. Uh, I don't know that I saw your rib video and they look great. But man, I usually I want to see some if I get one of those, it's gonna be a whole lot of whole pieces of meat as opposed to individual cuts. I could see like a pork belly rolled what is that called when you roll you trim a pork belly and then you roll it and tie it with the string and whatnot. Man, I can see that I can't think of the name. Uh well, a pork belly, nah, mama, a pork belly doesn't have bone anyway. Yeah, yeah. I'll think of it in a minute. Panchuco says he used the sweet peppers for poppers. Uh, the bland, the bland blonde loves them. Scotty's backyard. Smoked the brisket flat till it hits 130. Cooled it down and sliced it paper thin with the meat slicer and heated. Oh man! And made some flat top. Made some French dip sandwiches. Wow, that is awesome. Yeah, that I can get into, Scotty. Yeah, that I can absolutely get into. Yeah, that sounds really good. Cherry Anchor is getting some work done. He's got a comp coming up. He's out there cleaning pits. Man, I am very good at cleaning my pits more often than not, man. Before they cool down, I find that they're easier to clean that way. But more often than not, they will be cleaned on the backyard. They'll be cleaned probably in the next day or two. Uh, so when I decide to go cook something, I rarely have to clean a pit prior to throwing meat on that grill. They tend to stay pretty clean. TPC, did you have surgery? I want to say I remember hearing something like that. You're not a drinker, so I know you're not recovering from a hangover. Early on, and Mama's absolutely correct. Early on, man, we used to, when we first started out on the comp scene, we used to do quite a few caterings, uh, and we had a fair, not a ridiculous extended menu, but we had some crazy things. Not crazy thing, but some labor intensive things on our menu, and poppers were one of them. And I remember after one event, we had cooked maybe 4 dozen or so poppers, where we came to the conclusion that man, it was just way too much work trying to cook poppers, then hold them. So that quickly left the menu. We currently don't cater unless it's somebody specific. We don't cater on the regular anymore. Yeah. And Mama says the jalapeno seeds in the garbage disposal almost hit her like tear gas one time. That's a good one, Troy. Cornish hens sound like chickens that tell dad jokes. uh, I actually heard somebody boo, Darnell. Yeah, I heard somebody boo. Yeah. There you go, Grumpus. That's what I was looking for. All right. Porchetta. Porchetta. That's what I was looking for. When you roll that pork belly, especially with the skin on the outside, tie it up, man, and then just put it over that rotisserie, get that skin nice and crispy, chicharron. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Could not remember the word. Folks, if you've never seen or cooked a bone-in pork belly, Darnell, you're absolutely correct. My buddy, the meat hustler, Andy Lugo, and this had to be 2+ years ago. This is well before we came to YouTube. I had him order one for me, and that thing had to weigh close to give or take 20 pounds. And man, there's nothing better than cooking that pork belly, or you could almost slice it into chops, skin on with that bone. Absolutely delicious. And you know, you often hear that bone brings a little flavor. It absolutely does. Yeah, it absolutely does. And Andy Lugo will tell you, I had him try to source another one. I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, and this one was going to be for YouTube, but man, he could not find one. So it's not something that is easily available. Now I have not checked with my guy at my Gucci B, my high speed HEB. He might be able to do something like that. Wow, Buzz, that is big time, man. Buzz did a comp in Manila, Arkansas last weekend and got GC first chicken and won the one bite contest. Wow, congrats, Buzz. Congrats. Was this like your standard competition with three meats or four meats, or was this just a chicken? But man, anytime you can get a first in anything, that's a big deal, man. Congrats. Mo, what happening, Mo? How are you doing, buddy? Yeah. Sleeper, one of those meatballs jumped off his bowl, huh? JD, now here's one that you've got me stumped. Pork feather bones. Not too many people outside of Nebraska are familiar with them, but they are popular. Pork feather bones. Dude, you're going to have to go into some details. I've never heard of such a thing. Yeah, never heard of such a thing. Pork feather bones. Wow. Darnell getting ready to hit that big 4-5. Wow. I remember when I was 45. Man, it's a long time ago. I think I could go to the theater, get popcorn and cokes for like $2 when I was 45. Times have changed. Mo, what you been up to, man? Rick, what's going on, buddy? Great to see you this evening, Rick. Folks, Mama and I got to hang out with Rick, man, a couple of weekends ago as we did a Traeger demo at Rick's job, his at the barbecue outfitters right here in San Antonio. Got to spend a couple hours with Rick. Uh, Rick, we appreciated the hospitality, man. First class, first class shop, beautiful shop, lots of great equipment. If you're in the San Antonio area and you're looking for something specific, Rick's your man. Be sure to hit him up. Rick is your man. And you know, at that event, uh, we uh, we were the last ones to show. Matter of fact, we it's kind of funny. Mom and I stopped. We had a sit down breakfast on our way to that event because we weren't going to start serving the public until 11. And we were doing brisket sliders. Of course, that brisket uh, had just been sliced about give or take 7 o'clock. So we were not in any rush. We're going to do sliders and then some sausage. So we knew what kind of timeline we had. So when we get there, we're the last ones to show up. We move into our spot, and people are trying to help Mom and Papa Joe out. And man, we're pros. We know how to set up. We know exactly what we're doing, and we were set up and ready to go, man, inside of 15, 20 minutes max. Lots of time before 11. But the manager was like, "Wow, we were concerned that you were running late, whatever, whatever, whatever." He said, "But man, I am just impressed at how quickly you guys got in the position and got set up." I told him, I said, "We have been doing this for some time, so we kind of have a pretty good idea of what we're doing." But what I was getting at, uh, and we didn't find out until the end, they were doing a people's category, like a people's choice. And I guess it was some sort of secret because as we were heading out that afternoon, after almost 3 o'clock, the manager came by, man, and handed us a check with a nice chunk of change in it, saying that we had gotten second place in the people's. And, we were kind of shocked because we had no idea. And we got beat out by, I believe it was a Weber team. But they have been cooking and serving some awesome Wagyu steaks, some awesome Wagyu cuts, and feeding the public some quality drinks, mango margaritas, or mango chipotle margaritas, Bloody Marys. So I can definitely see them winning first place. But Rick, thank you very much, man. That was an awesome day. You guys run a first class shop. Buzz says the chicken and the okay, all right. So the competition: chicken ribs and pork butt, with a one bite challenge in which they turned in steak. Well, congrats, man. Awesome job. Yeah, awesome job. Yeah, we're still waiting on. I haven't gotten yet if he's responded. The feather bones, the pork feather bones. Yeah, I still want to figure that one. Brian, totally understand, man. Totally understand. Wow, Buzz, that's pretty cool, man. Uh, and chuck eye is one of those meats, that I've heard from several people. I've never yet found one that I thought was worth buying. They don't have the marbling like a ribeye, but I understand that they taste very similar. If you can find a quality one, so I've yet to cook one. But if you're able to make that happen with a chuck eye, awesome job, man. Congrats. Yeah. Tell him TPC over a decade ago, man. Yes, sir. Starving Pig is trying to ramp up for the military cook-off during the DC cook-off, but he does not have a team. We have to cook for over 2,500 2 days straight. Is this a vending or are you feeding the public, Darnell? Are you vending or feeding the public? Mom and I, at some point, we're really, really going to explore vending. And I say at some point, man, but I think it's closer rather than far. All right. I think it's much closer. Really, really would be interested in that because we've as we've been doing these demos, man, we love being able to 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 conversate with the public, do some other things, spread news about the channel. So I can see that happening. Yes, sir. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of work. You're gonna definitely need to hire a couple of bodies, Darnell. Yes, sir, Rick. Next time, man, we you need to be in a position where you can have a beer. Yeah. Yeah, you need to be in a position so we can sit back and relax a little bit. All right. Darnell said he can handle it by himself. Well, you go. You go. All right, here we go. JD says feather bones are cut from the top of the whole loin. When cut correctly, they're meaty with flat bones. All right, all right, all right. Matter of fact, I really enjoy meat cutting. So I watch a lot of bearded butchers videos, and I often hear them referring to feather bones. Uh, so I know exactly the flat bones you're talking about. I know exactly the flat bones that you're talking about. I've seen that referred to by the bearded butchers. It's the old Safeway now giant grocery store battle. One of my recent guests is coming here for it. Uh, is that Eddie or is that Tim? I know a couple of the guys I know are going to DC. Yeah. So Donnell, it's not vending, man. You're just serving the public. Who pays for that? My man Daryl, how you doing, buddy? Good to have you, man. Darnell, who pays for that? Brian, we don't have one a specific date yet. We're thinking that it may be in August. Yeah, we're thinking that it may be in August, but we're gonna have that hashed out uh, sooner rather than later. So stay tuned, and we will definitely let you know. Yeah, stay tuned. We'll definitely let you know. Yes, Mama's on it. Yeah. Brian, how you doing, buddy? Great to have you this evening, Brian. Great to have you. So, folks, let me get back. Let me get back. And one of the things, if you do not have this in your pantry, if you don't have this in your stews, in your sauces, in your marinades, you're missing out. Don't let the name fool you. Don't let the smell fool you. Folks, I want you to think about this. Get you a bottle of fish sauce. And again, this is thinking outside the box. Two things. Two things. I want you to get a bottle of fish sauce. And the best fish sauce I have found is the three crabs. Is the three crabs. Don't worry about the smell. Get past the smell. The smell does not show up in any dish. And I am talking fish sauce, man, is something that will amp up anything. Salad dressings, stews, soups, uh, ground beef, whatever you are cooking, add a little fish sauce to it. It will amp things up. Again, that is very non-traditional. More often than not, man, when people hear a fish sauce, they're like, "What in the heck?" And then, especially if they smell it, they're instantly turned off. But man, the flavors it brings out, the flavor it adds to whatever dish, uh, you're going to be better for it. Second thing I want you to get in your toolbox is a bottle of porcini mushroom powder. Again, man, it's all about that umami. I like mushroom powder in beans. I like it in stews. I like it in soups. It's a little bit of a thickening agent, man, but it brings some great color. It brings a that earthiness that mushrooms bring. It bring that meaty flavor. So those two things, if you do not have them in your pantry, in your backyard toolbox, you absolutely need them. Yeah. Drunken Chef says he's got that. Awesome. Tree crabs. Tree crabs. Now I'm sounding like Steven. Three crabs, fish sauce. Write that down. You want to find it. You want to find it. Not very expensive. Think a like a 12-ounce bottle might be $5.99 or something like that. And in my grocery stores, it's in the little Asian section. Yeah. But man, it is multi-purpose. It will kick anything you add it to up a notch. Along with that porcini mushroom powder. You definitely want that. Yeah, you definitely want that. So I understand that we've got a another collab coming from the fellas, and this one is going to be a spare rib. If I'm not mistaken, I believe those videos are going to be dropping someplace around the middle of the month over a 3-day period. Again, I'm looking forward to that. Jorge, if you're still in there, add the particulars, man, to see if anybody else wants to jump into that. Uh, I might even partake. And again, I'm going to do a bit of a if I do, it's going to be very non-traditional. It's not going to be a barbecue type pork. I might be trying out my new marinade mop sauce on some pork ribs. Yeah, Troy. We had a guest on recently, man, that mentioned uh, uh, a buddy that they gave a nickname to something tree because he repeated each thing 3 times or something like that. So pretty cool moniker if you're able to give it to somebody. Anybody in the chat, man, that's going to be doing uh the 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 rib collab that can put the information down. I do not. Brian, at the online classes, man, is a series of 3 individual videos: brisket, ribs, and chicken. At the time we made these videos, we weren't cooking pork butt as a regular part of competitions. Uh, so you would hit me up, on Instagram or Facebook, or in some way, man. And after payment is received, I just shoot the email, the videos to you. Once downloaded, they're yours forever. They can be taken anywhere and watched without the internet. So I've been told. I guess these people have some computer skills or some technology skills. They're able to download them and watch them without need of the internet. But very effective class. Uh, Lots of GCs have come from these individuals who bought this class. Uh, the only thing you don't get is that immediate feedback in terms of questions and answers. But any questions you might have, if you ever got these videos, you just hit me up, man, and I respond fairly quickly. Yeah, fairly quickly. Daryl, if you're talking about that fish sauce, yes, it is salty, man. But man, I don't know where that salt goes when it tastes salty out of the bottle, but I don't know where that salt goes during the cooking process. If you're referring to the fish sauce. All right, sleeper 805 says, all right, the ribs at Tour Shack, spare ribs, no baby back. So it's strictly spare ribs. Sleeper, what is the time frame? TPC wants to know, what does that hashtag mean, sleeper? Uh, I don't know either. Darnell, what's going on, man? I keep waiting to see another video, man. How busy are you? How busy are you? All right, so that the spirit videos are going to drop May 13th, 14th, and 15th. So that's next week. So if you're interested, man, hook up with these guys. Use that hashtag that Lance just posted, uh, and uh, and get to cooking. Yeah, I may join that one. 13th, 14th, and 15th. That's a comp week. Uh, so we'll see how it plays out. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Daryl James, the package, our current live comp class is $600 for a head cook, and assistants or spouses are $300. The online series of 3 classes are $550 as a package. They can be bought individually. For example, if you only want brisket, they can be bought individually, but they're going to be a little more expensive if they're bought individually. Yeah, TPC, I don't know with that, but I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So the hashtag really stands for ribs at our shack. Yeah, ribs at our shacks. Yeah. All right. TPC says no more collabs. Yeah. Yeah. This one was Trumpet. All right. So Trumpet requested this one. But yeah. Uh, no, I think that the collabs are cool, man. I'm just concerned that when you start getting up to the 12 and the 13s, people just don't have the time to watch that many video, and some people are going to get left out. Darnell, I think the paperwork would probably drive me nuts. Yeah, the paperwork would drive me nuts. All right, Grumpus, enjoy dinner, man. Yeah, we had a fairly early dinner. Daryl, where in California are you? I just had a gentleman at my the class before this last one from California. Yeah, had a gentleman come in from California. Uh, oh, so 2 classes in a row we've had somebody fly in from California. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. Folks, I'm like you guys, I've only used a part of my GI Bill. So I've still got some left. And I've still got a couple of years of it, but I think I will go back to go get some culinary stuff going. Uh, and I don't plan on working in any restaurant or anything, but just want to further my knowledge, get a few more skills under my belt, so to speak. Darwin, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you this evening, man. Yeah, good to see you this evening. My man Z, man, I've not seen you in a little bit, Darwin. It has been a little bit, and that's a shame, man. As close as we live to each other, that is a shame that we're not making a a better effort to get together. But we'll make that happen. All right, Darnell. Daryl is in Palm Springs. All right, man. Never been to never been to Palm Springs. Yeah. Now, sleeper, I totally understand, man. Anybody that wants to join, there's no way you can say no. We've got enough. Yeah, so I totally understand that. Yeah, I totally understand that. Yeah, Z, I was definitely saying the same thing, man. We need to sit down and turn up a couple of glasses. It has been a little while. I thought I was going to see you out at Car Fest a couple of weeks ago, and I guess I should have reached out to you, but I just figured something that close you'd know about. All right, so folks, we got our next competition coming up next weekend. So next week is going to be kind of busy. Fortunately enough, I've got all my meats minus chicken. I don't have chicken, so that's the only meat I have to go find. Right now, I've got brisket, I've got ribs. This is an IBCA event, so there's no pork involved. No pork involved, but that will be at Rockport on the coast. Really looking forward to a good weekend. And I am hoping that it's not as hot as this weekend is going to be. So, boy, I'm very happy I'm not competing this weekend. I think the temperature is going to be our first 100-degree temperature of the year. I think we're going to hit 102 this Saturday. And man, if I see 102 next Saturday, uh, even though it's on the coast, I could pretty much see us staying right here. I do not want to cook that badly that I'm going to suffer through 102 degree temperature. Not right now. Z still hard at work, man. Yeah, still hard at work. I totally know that. On that grind, you got to do what you got to do, baby. Got to do what you got to do. But Darwin, we were talking, man, about traditional versus experimenting and thinking outside the box style cooking. And man, I don't know if the title brought you in, but I definitely know you're very non-traditional. You cook a lot of different things. You know, I was mentioning my use of fish sauce, my use of porcini mushroom powders, a few other Asian condiments that man really adds some oomph to dishes. What do you have? Sleeper, if your chicken turns out boring, man, you're doing something wrong. Yeah. If your chicken turns out boring, you're doing something bland. I will tell you this. Uh, at our first Traeger demo this year, we did chicken wings on site, and I seasoned those chicken wings, man, with a combination of Traeger pork and poultry and a Traeger fin and feather. Uh, and we probably had 25 pounds of chicken wings. Those people lost their minds. Those people lost their minds. And put a couple of bottles out on display of the rub, man. The shop sold out of those rubs. Yeah, the shop sold out of those rubs. Yeah. TPC, tell him. Chicken is awesome, man. You just got to know exactly what to do. Now, I've never been a breast meat fan. I've never been a breast meat fan. But today I caught a video. It was an Asian video, man, of a well seasoned breast. It was then sous vide and then sliced. Oh my goodness. It really looked interesting. And then those slices were added to a kind of a ramen dish. So I can see how I can eat chicken breast in that manner. Darnell, man, I ain't got. Yeah, Darnell, I ain't even got time for you, man. He said I'm skipping his comment. Man, you're in Maryland. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Los? How are you doing, buddy? Here's another gentleman that is cooking very well on the comp trail. Where are you cooking next, Carlos? Brian, that one is not going to happen. You know, I will not eat. I won't go out my way to eat turkey. If I'm at your place for dinner and that's what you got, yeah, I'll eat the turkey. But I'm not gonna cook it for myself. If mama really wants turkey for a particular holiday or whatever the case might be, chances are that turkey is going to be smide, smoked and then fried. But in terms of just smoked turkeys, just not a fan. Just not a fan. What's up, TM? Trumpet is in the house, man. Great to see you. Trumpet, are you back? Or are you still roaming the country? If y'all haven't seen Trumpet, I guess he was in where is it, North Carolina, South Carolina. Uh, hit up some barbecue spots, and I guess that might be the only way I can really eat uh, decent amounts of barbecue if I'm hitting uh, signature locations, like the Rodney Scotts. But just to sit down here in at home in San Antonio and just eat restaurant barbecue, it's not going to happen very often. Yeah, not going to happen very often. All right, Carlos is going to Hondo. That's this weekend. That's a hot, dusty one. Not going to be there. If you're in Rockport, I will see you in Rockport next weekend. All right, Trumpet is still not home. All right, TPC, I'm interested, man. I'll be watching that. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the white meat, uh, but the way this one that I watched today was cooked and then added to a one of those ramen type broths, it really, really looked delicious. Yeah, so that I can see. All right, Trumpet is in Mississippi. Storms, man, look out for those tornadoes. Yeah, look out for those tornadoes. Yeah, Trumpet, I've heard nothing but good things, man, about Rodney Scott's place. Uh, if I ever get to that neck of the woods, it's definitely someplace I would probably stop and really, really get to sample some of that whole hog. Yeah, that whole hog. Brian TPC, man, has got some very informative videos. Yeah, he's got some very informative videos. All right, so we're headed on that. Who we got? Johnny Maggs. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? How are you doing? Caught the show, uh, and I'm a fan of watching it live. Caught the show earlier this week, man. Awesome show as usual. Awesome guest. How's the weather treating you guys up northeast? Trumpet, I can see that, man. The way they treat it, when it comes off of that pit, it's already falling off the bone, man. All that fat is rendered, mixed in with the juices, and then they come in there and they put their own signature sauce and everything else. So I can see it totally changing the taste. But like I said, I've heard nothing but good things about Rodney Scott, man. Nothing but good things. So that is definitely some place that I would stop if I was ever in that neck of the woods. What's up, Rob? Rob is another cook, man, that's been on a tear. Yeah, Rob is another cook that's been on a tear, man. Good to see you this evening. Smoking gooder. Man, I finally sleeper is just I've come to understand how finicky sleeper is when it comes to certain foods. Uh, so sleeper is not somebody that I want to travel with because when I'm traveling, I really, really like to experience things outside the norm. And sleeper probably want to go to McDonald's. All right, when I want to go someplace crazy. Ramen noodles. All right, that's one we can agree on, sleeper. Yeah, we can definitely agree on that. Well, that's cool, Johnny Mags. Like I said earlier, man, Texas is going to have its first 100-degree day on Saturday. On Saturday. So it's getting ready to be that time of the year right here. Is it a vinegar-based sauce, Trumpet? Man, I use barbecue sauce, traditional barbecue sauce at comps, but not a fan at home. Yeah, not a fan at home. So as I continue to tweak this marinade type sauce that I'm working on, folks, you're going to be seeing that on everything I do. It's probably going to be tweaked for each particular meat, but I really, really think, man, it's going to work on just about anything I put it on, to include seafood. It's coming. It is coming. All right, so you ate at a spot in Alabama. Where's this original spot? Isn't that in Georgia? Luis, how are you doing, buddy? I guess if you're doing whole hog, might as well throw some chicharron in there también, man. A brother cooking chicharron. Have está todo. Uncle Steve, what's going on, man? I know those girls. I know those girls keep you hopping, man. All right, the original one is in South Carolina. All right, I just knew it was down south. Double D, what's going on, buddy? How are you doing, man? Darnell, you sound like you're ready for a barbecue crawl. I'll be honest, man. I don't know that I could do a barbecue crawl. Uh, and I guess I could and find uh, some of the non-traditional items on the menu because I just do not have a taste for copious amounts of barbecue. Daddy D, man, outside working on the comp kitchen. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I want to see that when that's done. Are you filming the build? Are you filming as you build Double D? All right, folks, we're at the bewitching hour. We're at that hour plus, man. Getting ready to shut this thing down. Appreciate everybody stopping in as usual. Even you latecomers. I understand life gets in the way, folks. I understand life gets in the way. We appreciate you guys once again, man. For those of you who are currently employed, get through tomorrow and enjoy your weekend. Those of you competing this weekend, I want to wish you nothing but the best of luck. May, may you walk last. And to all you mamas out there, happy Mother's Day. I want you guys to be safe. Take care of yourselves, love each other, and we will see you when we see you. Holler.